afternoon, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I have had a crazy day so far already. It's just about 5 o'clock. We actually have to go to football practice in not too long, and I don't know where my dad is. He's not home yet. But I woke up today late, like 10:30, 11 o'clock-ish, because again, yesterday I couldn't fall asleep. I don't know what it is. I think I need to be going to bed earlier because then, like, I finished my coffee today at like 2 o'clock. So I normally like finish it if I get up early, you know, by like 9 or 10 o'clock. But when I wake up late, then I don't finish it until much later in the afternoon almost. And I'm not sleeping because I'm not drinking, because I'm drinking coffee so late. So I think I'm kind of thinking that's actually what it is. And then when I woke up, I spent all day today on the football website editing and trying to put in these game schedules. And here's the thing, guys. The website is so difficult to maneuver. I couldn't figure out. I was like, what am I doing wrong? Like, there was all these teams that were in there, and then it was like really weird. I couldn't figure out how to do any of this stuff. It was so insanely confusing to me. Finally, after about 2.5 hours of being on there and adding the schedules in, and then realizing that I was just going to have to delete it all anyway because I didn't know how to actually get this thing to work. It took me like 2.5 hours to do that. I'm not joking. I started it probably about noon, and I actually was like, okay, that's it. I'm done at like 2:30. I was just done doing it. I was like, that's it. I'm not going to do it. So I was looking actually, because there's a few other things. I was like, okay, you know what? I did nothing today, or I felt like I had done nothing. It took me 2.5 hours to figure out how to do nothing, basically. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll do this other thing. So I started working on this, something else, and came across how to actually fix what I was doing, taking the 2.5 hours to do earlier. So I did that. I had to add in all the teams, and I didn't know how to add the teams. Like, they were being added in wrong, and like I was adding them while I'm trying to add in the schedule, whereas I needed to add them separately and then add the schedules. But the way it works is I could add the team while I add the schedule, if that makes sense, but it wasn't working right, and there was like weird teams and stuff was showing up, and I was like, this is not right. So basically I figured out how to do it while I was looking for something completely different that I was actually going to fix. And I did it, guys. Then I just finished adding all of our schedules in, which we have 5 teams plus a flag team. So we have 6 teams in total I had to add a schedule for on the website. So 6 of them all got added, or all 6 teams' schedules got added to the website in probably about like 2 hours. I did that. But it took me 2.5 hours alone to just find the thing. I've been working on it for about 5 hours now, guys. Yeah. So I'm a little bit like irritated and frustrated because it's very hard to maneuver on like how to edit this stuff, and on top of that too, we also have to like pay the invoice, like the for the like pro membership, because when it right now it's not pro anymore because it hasn't been paid. So there's all these like ads and stuff like that on the website that have to be, obviously when we pay for them we can have it ad free, if that makes sense. And so all this ad stuff is on there, and we're like, oh my gosh. And so I was like, great, now that's something else that has to be done. Oh guys, it's just such a headache. I also made dinner for tonight. In here, this is a sausage lentil soup, and then for myself I've got kale and beans, or greens and beans I think, but it's just like a kale soup in here, and it's actually kind of hot, and so I'm kind of like debating whether or not I'm actually going to eat it when I get back from football or not, because it's like hot outside. The other thing too is I don't know if we're going to have football practice because the fields aren't canceled for today, but they say like if there's puddles or anything like that, like not to be on the field. And it's been raining like pretty much all afternoon so far, and it looks like it's going to start raining again. But they're just like, oh, like if there's puddles, but they say in the infield, they didn't completely cancel the actual fields or anything. So I was like, okay, so is it canceled or is it not canceled? Like, I have no clue. So yeah, it's another one of those, or do we have practice or do we not have practice days? Because it has been raining almost all afternoon and lightning and thundering, but now it's not, but it looks like it's going to start raining again. So, don't know. And as far as the website goes, like them updating us, like whether or not we can use the fields, it was like questionable. The fields are questionable as to use them or not. So I don't know if that means yes, and I don't know if that means no. I have no clue. And on top of that too, it's almost 5:30 and my dad's not home yet, and he's not picking up his phone. So, well, actually no, it's about 5:15. That clock is always off. Anyways though, yeah, I have to figure out what's going on with that too. Like, where is he and when will he be back? But honestly guys, I was going to edit some vlogs today. I didn't think this was going to take me 5 hours to do, and that was one thing I had to get updated on the website. I didn't think it was going to take me this long, but I couldn't figure out how to get it the way I wanted it either, because it's really confusing guys, really confusing. And I couldn't figure out how to get it the way I wanted it. I could have just done it like halfway and just kind of been like, well, I'll just throw it in there so people still have the information, even though it's on the actual like league's website, but it's not on our personal website. And so that's what I wanted to do, because they have like a whole separate thing to do that. And so yeah guys, that's why it took me so long to do that today. I didn't think it was going to take me this long. Seriously, it's kind of ridiculous. But I have to try and call my dad again and figure out where he is, because we have to leave in like 15 minutes if we have practice. And if we don't have practice, I can like go do something else, like edit a vlog or just chill, because I need like a little bit of chill time, because I have been working on this all day and it's been getting me so frustrated. Then I'm kind of like looking forward to going to football practice though, because it'll get me out of the house where I've been cooped up working on this thing this long, that I'm like have all this pent-up energy that I'm like, okay, I want to go to football practice right now and just, you know, be out of the house and kind of out doing something right now at least. I swear guys, football will be the death of me. As it turned out, there ended up being no practice tonight. It was not actually rained out. We went to practice and everything, and then the lightning sirens went off like right at the beginning of practice, and so they just decided to cancel. And it was like raining, and it was kind of just like on and off all day today, so we ended up canceling practice. So I came back home and actually had some of my soup, which guys, it was actually really good. Like, I was surprised that I liked it that much, but it was actually a lot, so I didn't finish the whole thing. But surprisingly, like, the kale like actually tasted pretty good in there. Like, I don't know why. I didn't actually think I was gonna like it that much, but I actually did. Like, it was strangely enough I liked it, which was kind of like odd, because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. And it actually tasted really good, guys. And then I actually put dinner away from tonight, and then I also ended up washing the crock pots, because I washed them by hand because I'm going to need them for tomorrow again as well. So, yes guys. And then too, I went on the website and was trying to edit a couple of other things too, because I was like, oh, I'll get to this or I'll get to that. And I was trying to edit the cover photo, but I couldn't get to the picture I wanted to use. So, yeah guys, long story short, I'm like completely like drained from working on that website as of right now. Like, I'm just so tired. Like, not tired of it, but like I'm just like, oh, now seeing it, I'm just like, oh, I don't even want to mess with it anymore. But I still have more stuff I have to get cleaned up in there and stuff. So yeah guys, I had a lot. And then I also just did a load of dishes, and then too, Matthew had some laundry he had to do, and I had laundry to do, so we just and my dad I think had laundry to do, so we all just had thrown a load of laundry real quick too. So yeah guys, I got a lot of stuff done, but I didn't get any vlogs done, which I'm kind of upset about. But the Cubs game's actually still going on right now, so I'm kind of like, well, maybe I'll turn on the Cubs game and watch it in here and edit a vlog as well, and then I'm going to take a shower and head to bed. Most likely is kind of my plan. Oh goodness guys, I'm just like, I'm so drained from working on my MacBook today, which that's why I was like, I kind of want to go to the park, and then we did, but it ended up being rained out anyway, so I was like, don't know what else to do. So yeah, that's why I didn't have like a lot of time like out doing something. But then they were like, oh well, maybe we'll reschedule practice for tomorrow. But I'm like, ugh, I don't want to reschedule practice for tomorrow, because I was kind of just like I had an idea. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just spend all day, you know, today working on that website. Well, I didn't plan on doing that all day today, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a good chunk of my day, work on that, get it, you know, fixed up nice and everything. It's like, that's what I'm gonna do, right? And then I did that, and I was like, okay, then we're going to go to football practice, and then I'm going to come home, edit a vlog, and then, you know, this is going to be it or whatever. It's kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to kind of like be really productive today and kind of just like say the whole day I need to get stuff done, and then tomorrow when I don't have football practice or whatever, I can kind of like do a little bit, but then not have to do quite as much because I don't have to go anywhere. I could kind of like use a little bit of me time too tomorrow as well. And so I was like, well, that would work well, but now they're like, oh no, we might have practice tomorrow. So I was like, okay, then I have to try and schedule my day accordingly. And I was like, when am I gonna have time to like get any of the other stuff done too? Because then I was like, well, I could do that like tomorrow afternoon, or editing my vlogs tomorrow afternoon was kind of more my goal, and doing the website stuff today. So no, apparently now I can't, so I don't even know, guys. On top of doing all the other stuff on my MacBook today, I also ended up getting a vlog edited and edited and encoded and saved and everything, but I did not oh, that was ESPN. The Cubs are, I'm watching the Cubs game. They just tied it up. It's the 13th inning. Oh, goodness, guys. I need to go to bed. Seriously. On top of getting the, one of the vlogs taken care of, which was last Monday. So I'm just about a week behind, guys. I got that finished, and I also ended up doing part of my grocery list. Aldi didn't have their like official actual ad on their website. They had the in-store ad, which doesn't have their produce sales for the week on it, so I have to wait until I get my sales papers tomorrow anyway. But I was able to compare Caputo's and Valley Produce, and then also Aldi too, just with their meat deals, to see what I wanted to do. And there's not a lot of good deals on meat next week because it's like because it's Labor Day weekend. And there's like not that many good deals. Like the ground beef, they had like ground chuck for like $2.29. One of the other weeks they had it for like $1.99 or something like that. And so I'm not gonna get that. Even though it's not a very bad price, but I've got a lot of ground beef and ground turkey stuff and ground chuck out in the freezer outside. So I'm not gonna do that this week. And so I'm gonna do like the dinner that I made tonight, which was the lentil and sausage soup. I'm going to do the same thing because the sausage is on sale next week as well. But I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm going to do it with beans instead of the lentils. Because I don't know if everybody was a huge fan of that. They all said it was pretty good, but I didn't know if they were in love with the lentils. So I was just thinking about doing beans. And then I'm also going to do a vegetarian black bean chili as well. So I'm going to do 2 of each of those and then put them in the freezer along with all the other stuff I have out in the freezer. Obviously I'll have more than enough. So I just made that my grocery list real quick for all the things that I need to actually make those, and then also just adding that to my list of the things I'm gonna have to make. I did that, but when I actually do like all the produce stuff, I have to wait till I get the actual Aldi ad to do that. But other than that, I did pretty much all the other meal planning and slight grocery list deals as well. But I'm watching the Cubs game, guys, and oh my goodness, it has gone on forever. Seriously, they had 2 outs at home, at the home plate, that ended up ending the inning and stuff like that. It was crazy, guys. I was like, oh my gosh, how could this possibly not be over? And it's the 13th inning. Like, oh my gosh, I want to take a shower and go to bed so bad right now, guys. It's ridiculous. So we'll have to see what's going to happen in the rest of this game. Literally, as soon as I turned the camera off, they scored. They won. It was amazing, guys. But, oh my goodness. Seriously, I was like, oh my gosh, it's just taking forever. And I was watching as it's going on. And as soon as I turned the camera off, they scored. So I can go to bed now, guys. So I can finally go to bed. Yeah, I had a lot of productivity today, honestly, guys. And I'm very happy in everything I was able to get done. But I am kind of sleepy, even though I wasn't doing anything like too like physically draining. You know, I'm just kind of like mentally drained from doing all of that, you know, computer and work and things like that. So anyways, though, if you guys did enjoy today's vlog, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I will talk to all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys. And I think she wants some camera time. Do you want camera time? Huh? Yeah, you want it? Oh, yeah. I think she wants to, I don't know. She gets all upset when Matthew's friends are over and she doesn't get to like go be with him and protect him, even though they mean him no harm. They are not going to hurt him, Bliss. No. She's like, but there's strangers with Matthew. Oh no. Oh no. No, it's okay. It's okay. Lizzie, you're so cuddly. Oh, look at how cute you are. You're all sleepy. You're like, leave me alone. I want to sleep, Kayla. Leave me alone. Why do you sleep like that too? You always sleep with your head against the wall. Like, it can't be comfortable. And you hit my hand with your ear. Ouch, Bliss.